For the first time in over 2 years, we are truly nomadics. We don't know where we're going next, but one thing's for sure. There is snow and cold right on our tail, and we are getting south ASAP. Let's go down that road. Faithful people, I'm Orlean.
I'm Gary. And we're enjoying our life back on the roads of faith, seeking out new adventures, heading south.
Yes, very quickly. We are within hours, actually, of some snow and cold, not too far from where we've just been. So here's a little recap, and if this is the first time to our channel, welcome, and hope you subscribe by clicking on that red button down below. So who are we? Gary is a retired pastor.
Yes, I am. Again.
Yes. And again. And again. Yes. He retired in 2017, and we hit the road, and we've always had a destination goal to get to, but this time we don't. So really quick, the first year we headed out to BC with our daughters, and to be there for our newest grandchild at that time. And then we headed south. We were going to go to Quartzsite for the first time, Quartzsite, Arizona, where a lot of RVers go in the wintertime. And we didn't make it because Gary was asked to serve a vacancy in Vacaville, California. That's in Northern California. Then we ended up coming back up to the Midwest, and we were there until last October. And then last October, we ended up heading to Fredericksburg, Texas, where Gary served another vacancy for 5 months this time. Vacaville was 3 months, and Fredericksburg was 5. And then this summer, from August until October 20th, Gary served in Green Lake, Wisconsin. Wisconsin is our home state. So we just left there a week ago today, spent a week with our Wisconsin grown kids and 5 grandchildren for a week. And now we are heading south. But we don't know for sure where, because that cold is following us. We're going to be heading to St. Louis today, hopefully by the end of the day, and then within a day they're supposed to be getting really cold temperatures. So yeah, one of the places that we're hoping to get to is maybe our ultimate destination will be Arizona for a little while, unless we get stopped somewhere between here and there if there's a church that needs us. We definitely live in roads of faith. a few of things that, at least in our situation, we don't have a generator. And if you run your furnace a lot in an RV, you're going to go through your propane a lot faster, and it's going to wear down your battery if you're not hooked up to electric. And in our case, we probably will be doing some more boondocking again now that we're not serving at a church where we had at least electric hookup. So in our case, we don't have a generator to be keeping batteries charged up. We don't have the solar isn't going to work on a day like today, or actually many of the days we've had lately, because we've had a lot of rain all summer, all fall. It's just been rain, rain, rain. Wish we could send some to California. The plumbing in an RV is not copper plumbing, it's plastic tubes. And we don't want to be winterizing it while we're traveling because we want to be using it, and we don't want to stay at hotels. Getting to a warmer place is really the solution, at least as far as we're concerned. There are people that will spend a winter somewhere in a milder winter setting where they don't get a ton of snow or whatever, but it isn't the most pleasant thing. We do have very thin walls. We have single pane windows. So we've done a few things to keep things a little warmer in our house right now while we've been in Wisconsin and the Midwest, just because we've had some colder nights, but we haven't run into the really hard frost yet, and that's what's coming right behind us. So that's why we're getting on the road so fast. We added this to our window when it started getting cold in Wisconsin. It just goes on with Velcro, and you have to, with an RV door, they don't swing. This does not swing in. This goes out, and that goes out, and this goes out. So it's a little challenging to put it on, but it just goes on with the little Velcro strips. Another thing we do, and that's why it's so dark in here, is because, I'll turn the light on, we put blankets up on the windows. On this one, and on this one. So we have blankets on the windows, and on the ceiling vents, you would be amazed at how much cold air comes in through those vent covers. They're just a thin plastic, and the difference when we put the foam in there is like incredible. So it also blocks out light. So last night we were underneath a street light, and that helps block out the light. As dark as possible when we sleep. And another thing we did new this year is I was sitting next to this window. This is at the dinette, our messy dinette, our kind of a catch-all of everything dinette. And I was sitting here, and the cold from this single pane window was so cold. So we remembered we had some plastic from my mom's. When I helped her downsize, she had this big thing that went on a tablecloth, over a fabric tablecloth on a dining room table. And so we cut it to size and put that up. And this looks really ugly, but we just have painter's tape up. I'll put a light on. We have painter's tape on it just so that there's no residue left behind. This was done in a hurry because it was going to get down into the 20s that night, and it was cold, cold, cold. So we put up this plastic on the window so we can see out, still get light in, but it really helps a lot. And the other thing that we have done different this year is we added this space heater that is a tower space heater, and it oscillates. We had a small quartz heater for the last 2 years, and that just has not been keeping things warm enough in here. So we had this upstairs at Gary's mom's, in our storage, and compared to the Mr. Buddy heater, this has been wonderful. We have it on the eco setting, and it kind of adjusts itself throughout the night, and man, that has made just an incredible difference for us. So we're glad we have it. We just have to figure out where we're going to store it when we're done using it, because it's kind of big. And the quartz heater that we had was much smaller. And the last thing I'm going to show you is that this blanket here is on a tension rod, just like these are, just like the ones on the window are. They're just on a tension rod. And this one goes over the door so that at night, when we are in for the night, in addition to the foil, we put this up and it goes across the door all the way down to the floor. And the remaining blanket, which is also on a tension rod, this one goes over the dinette window for just an extra bit of protection. But now that we've put this plastic on the window, we haven't been using it as much. So I'm probably going to fold it up and put it away. We've pulled over for a minute because we're trying to figure out where we're going to go for tonight. We have the time to go through some other states we haven't been through before. So I've been looking on the maps, been looking on the atlas, through the different states, looking at the different cities for the next few days, just to see what the weather's going to be. And that cold front is going to affect a lot of these areas that we want to go to. So we're trying to find a place just for tonight, getting close to St. Louis, and the Cabela's are all farther away, way out of our way. Haven't found, we really didn't want to stay at a Walmart if we don't have to. We'd rather stay at a Cabela's. So now we're just trying to figure out. So I'm looking on the map, and while Gary's been driving, and just looking at the different routes and the cities they take us through, and even going on state roads instead of interstate. Oh my gosh, just so many things to look at when you don't have a plan. Which is what we usually do, but we're kind of out of practice. We haven't been doing this for a while. So this is getting back in the mode again of day to day. Where are we going to stay? Well, we have a place to go. Hopefully we'll get there before dark. We're going to be going to Arnold, Missouri. There is a church there that we called. You know, campgrounds are out there, but $50 a night is a little steep, and it's just something we just can't do. So we called around and we found a church that said, come on over. So that was cool. Good time of day to go through St. Louis, I guess. It's about 20 after 6. And there is the arch up ahead, but the lights are not working on it. They have been working on it since April. Oh my gosh. Rough road. We are hitting some big bumps here. Not good. I guess that's why they have road construction. There she is. We have been to the St. Louis Arch in the past a few times. And down below is a really cool museum about the history of Missouri that I hope you check out if you ever go there. When we don't have electricity, this is our heater. It's a Mr. Buddy heater, and it runs on a little propane tank there. The only problem with this heater is that you need to have a window open to vent. So we do have the window very close to it, open just a little bit, a couple inches. And then we don't run it during the night. We shut it off and then we turn it back on in the morning just to get the chill out. Tonight's supposed to be in the 40s. So we should be okay. We've gotten really spoiled. It is the next morning, and we've been getting Facebook pictures from friends and family showing the snow they got yesterday, last night, overnight. So we are just a little bit ahead of it, and it's coming this way. So we're getting out of here. We're going to go to a French city today. It was established in the 1700s. So we'll be showing that in another video. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet by hitting that red button down below. And then next to it, a bell is going to pop up. When you see the bell, click on that and ring it good, because then that'll notify you every time new videos come up. Check out our Facebook page, Roads of Faith. And until next time, God bless.